It is the second full month of lockdown. Around my flat in Botwell Lane, there is a sense that things are beginning to return to normal. More cars on the streets, people gathering in nearby Barrow Hall Park in slightly greater numbers. But outside everything is still fairly quiet. You can walk from my flat to the big Sainsbury's in Lombardy Park and meet less than 10 people. Nevertheless, I still find myself crossing to the other side of the road every time I see someone approaching. I have only been into Botwell town 2 or 3 times since the lockdown. Pretty early on, the Hayes Medical Centre near the station closed, though prescriptions could still be ordered by phone. There were long queues at Boots and Superdrug pharmacies. A member of staff at the front door of Boots took our orders while we waited outside. At the bank, there was an almost indecent, though understandable, haste to deal with members of the public as quickly as possible. I was particularly conscious of having to stand as far away from the member of staff dealing with me as possible, and having nearly to shout at her through my mask. Supermarkets are generally stringent about social distancing outside. Early on, at Sainsbury's in Lombardy Park, one particular woman got very annoyed with the shop staff as she had to queue and it had started to rain. 2 men in Iceland nearly came to blows over social distancing at the till. But generally people have accepted the restrictions well. I actually find my weekly big shop, a massive change from the daily shops I did before the virus, a real treat. I've started checking out the DVD, book and vinyl aisles, even the household section, even though I've no intention of buying anything. The longer period between shops also means I've saved a lot of money. I'm going to miss the quiet more than anything. I've got into a routine of getting up, spending all day in my dressing gown, getting a bath in the evening, then going for a walk near nightfall when I know I'm unlikely to meet many people. I walk up Freeman's Lane to the Fountains House Hotel, then up to the churchyard where I have a hobnob and a drink of water. It's become a habit. Early in April, Venus always showed just above the church tower, with the constellations Orion and Taurus overhead, so it seemed a perfect place to stop and think. Then I start back, down Church Road and up Botwell Lane to my flat. As I walk down Church Road, avoiding people as I need to, all the houses seem shut in. It is quite a weird feeling. The foxes are generally more visible. I see 2 or 3 every night. They seem interested in me, and somehow tamer than previously. When out for a walk at night, there are visible signs of support for the medical services. Slogans hanging from front gates, paintings of rainbows, the symbol of the day, by local children. On Thursday evenings every 8 o'clock, there is voluntary applause from many households in support of nurses, doctors and other frontline services. I feel slightly guilty if I'm out for not joining in. I'm not a great clapper, but there is something very gratifying about the family involvement in the business. I've taught my dad and myself to FaceTime. He is in his 80s and we chat every day. Learned how to make an excellent cheese omelette, admittedly late in life. Discovered Vimto, looks and tastes of fruit and bubblegum. And happily involved myself in all the Facebook memes doing the rounds, top 10 album covers, favourite films, etc., etc. To ensure social distancing, I have video lunches with a friend of mine, sharing cheese and crisp sandwiches on screen. Meanwhile, over the last 2 months my hair, cut short for nearly 30 years, has been growing entirely out of control. All the many barbers in Hayes are currently shut down. I welcome the change. Who knows where it will end? I had a succession of very vivid dreams. I had the idea of keeping a COVID dream diary. It is now a month later and the diary has over 100 separate dreams. I'm not sure what it has taught me about my subconscious, but it is certainly the strangest and most fascinating result of the whole period. Perhaps a dream expert could tell from it how I've really coped with the lockdown.